Hey guys, Josh from First and Last here. Just a little note on the episode that during our third part, when we were going over the last episode, we might have lost 1 or 2 minutes. So when there's a weird cut, it's because my computer sucks. But don't worry, we didn't lose very much. So we had a little difficulty this episode, but the rest of it's real good. Or it's at least okay. So we kept it. But with that, guys, enjoy. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. I am Josh, and I am with Joe.
What's up, man?
And Jimmy.
Hey.
Fresh out of Chicago.
Yeah.
Jimmy was gone last week. You probably noticed. Because our friend Ryan Barry was there. But Jimmy's back. And First and Last, if anyone does not know, is a podcast where we watch the very first episode of a TV show, and we then watch the very last episode of a TV show. We kind of talk about what we know beforehand, and then in between the two episodes, we speculate on what is going to happen and see how close we can get.
Which is not at all close.
No, it's not very close at all. We're kind of like the Cliff Notes of TV, but if Cliff Notes were written by someone that never read the book. So, yeah. Bad Cliff Notes, but for TV.
And then they read just the first page of that Cliff
Notes. The first page,
and then that last page.
If someone read the first chapter in a really big novel, and then the last chapter of a really big novel.
And had a bunch of booze and tacos in between.
Sponsored by Booze and Tacos. That's right. Before we do our show today, Frasier Watch 2017.
The last episode I just watched was the one where they go on a road trip in a Winnebago and end up in Canada.
So good.
But Daphne can't leave the United States. So they're like, well, can you say anything in an American accent? And she's like, sure. And they're like, okay, go ahead. It's like, no, that's it. That's all I can say is just sure. So they get interrogated by a cop, and he's asking her a bunch of questions, and she's just like, sure.
It's wonderful.
It's a great show.
The last one I just watched was
what season are you in?
2. Still on 2.
Okay. Is Winnebago 2?
That's end of season 1.
End of 1, yeah.
Okay. Spoiler, but
I'm probably near the end of season 2. But I've been watching it I'll play a video game and I'll watch a little bit of it while I do that, or
sure.
I've been doing a lot of Photoshop stuff that I've had to do recently, so I've been watching it on TV while I've been Photoshopping, because Photoshopping in pure silence is straight hell.
That's what hell is, actually.
But Photoshopping while you're watching Frasier is a delight.
And that's heaven.
It's
Either way in the afterlife, Photoshopping.
It's
part of the deal.
But I watched, it was Sam from Cheers. So, I mean, Joey, I don't think you have much Cheers.
Over.
No, I don't really know Cheers.
I love that guy.
You have
I
Cheers.
forget his name.
You have Cheers expertise.
I'm a big Cheers guy, and I love that guy. He's who's Sam? He's the tall bartender, right? He's also in the Netflix The Good Place.
The Good Place,
with Kristen Bell.
I like Kristen Bell.
I feel like we talked about it.
I've watched the first episode of that. I've heard good things.
It's good. It's good. It's entertaining.
But
he's funny.
He's on it. So I have a question about him and his character. Is he a complete womanizer in Cheers? Or at least a sex addict?
Oh, goodness.
Because
maybe he probably has different girlfriends.
Because
I feel like he has a thing with
Diane.
Yeah, she's the
just know
other
Sam and Diane,
waitress who oh my gosh, I can't remember her name either. She went on to do some terrible failed shows.
Is that Christy Alley?
Yeah, Christy Alley. Yeah.
Forgot what show that was, but she did.
I love that. I didn't know he comes back on Frasier.
He was on Frasier, and
his wife comes back. Is she on Cheers?
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought her character was fun. Oh, and the reason I knew that that she might have been on Cheers is because when she first calls in, the live studio audience cheers, and I'm just like claps, not they don't yell funny. Cheers.
Right.
Cheers! That's the girl from Cheers!
What a good show.
No, they're all like clapping and wooing, and I'm just like, who? Like, is this like some sort of celebrity? And I was like, oh, like it's his wife. She must have been on Cheers.
Yeah.
Well, in this episode, Tia Leone is going to be his new wife.
What?
But then they like he met her in like sex addict class or something. It's a good episode.
She must have been young then.
She was just a Tia Lee baby.
Yikes.
Tia Lee baby.
Yikes. That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
That joke landed. So today,
I actually started watching Frasier.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
Frasier update.
I got a Frasier update. I plowed through this week like the first 12 or so eps. I think I'm up to the Christmas special.
Okay,
all right,
and that's where I landed. Solid. So good.
I like all like the Daphne Niles stuff. That might be like my favorite stuff.
Oh,
like,
I commented on that the other day.
So
is like from the minute Daphne meets Niles, Niles is just ridiculous around her the whole time, like unabashedly, like crazy, and it's so good.
Yeah,
like it's just in it. Trust me, just keep it up. So, and I'm just like,
it's like in that Christmas when he has her try on like the tight dresses for Maris.
Yeah. They're like the same size. I don't think you ever see Maris in Frasier. I don't know that you do.
I think that's a thing. Yeah, I think that's a thing.
Yeah. All right.
Which is a fun thing.
That's great.
Nice. They have a whole character that we know so much about that you never see. Well, this episode of First Class is not about Frasier.
Well,
I mean, they all kind of are. The
life
show,
is Frasier.
The show
life.
we are going to do today and ruin our fan base or any people that like us is we're going to do The Wire. Because none of us have seen The Wire.
Somehow escaped The Wire like the highest rated show ever, apparently.
Joe, what did you say about The Wire earlier today when we were trying to figure out what show we do? It's like the best.
Just like this is the episode where like all of our audience just like turns on us and just like they're gonna ruin The Wire. I'm out. Back to the Joe Rogan podcast.
Joe Rogan's a great man. He's funny. He's great in news radio.
Because The Wire is like a very highly regarded TV show, like one of the best dramas of all time, and like I feel like if you're gonna watch the first and last of it, it might take a little bit of the impact away from seeing the finale after that whole journey. But you know what? Like I die for my art, man. I'm here.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can take the heat off YouTube and tell you something right now as I stare at the episode screen is that I knew it was a different show. I want to point out I know it's a different show, but every time I think about The Wire, I also think about The West Wing, which is another show I've never seen.
It's a W show.
No way.
I've never seen The West Wing either.
Okay.
I've seen a couple episodes, but only like since this summer.
I love Aaron Sorkin so hard.
Yeah,
but the creator of West Wing and
So I'm just really terrible at like basic TV shows generally, basic cable shows, anything that was on Showtime, and anything before 2015. I think I'm pretty bad at TV before that. Basically, before the inception of Netflix without DVD rentals,
right?
I'm bad at that TV.
Right, this streaming world.
Because to watch The Wire, you would have had to know someone who had like the DVD box set. Yeah. And fun fact,
or had HBO, and like HBO was like a like TV for it was like TV for the kings back in the day.
Yeah.
In 2002, I was a junior in high school. And so it's like my family didn't have HBO, which they did not. It was like can we have internet and like AOL dial-up?
Yeah.
And
we got Showtime for free like a month a year because they would do that thing where like here it is, and then they try to get you to buy it, but we never did.
So I can honestly say that I like legitimately don't know anything about this show.
I know like a basic premise, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What do you know? What's the West Wing about, Joe?
Well, I've seen that. I get it. I get it.
I like how he's asking. We started a new thing where we asked Joe what it's about.
I kind of feel like when I think about this show, I think about Prison Break, and I have no idea why.
It's probably the same era, right? 2002. Like I just know that it's like a crime drama set in Baltimore, and there's drugs, and like I think they switch around perspective a lot. And the show just like cures cancer. It's the best.
There it is.
And if you haven't seen it, you're the worst, and you should be ashamed.
But as long as you've seen the first and the last episode, like we're about to, you're okay.
Oh man.
I think
we're slightly worse.
If there's any silver lining, like maybe seeing the first and last of this will engage us to watch the rest of it, and we'll be more full human beings.
Once we're done with Frasier.
Yeah, once we're done after this Frasier backlog.
Oh man, can you imagine how much Frasier is going to push back if we get into it? Because that's 20-minute episodes versus The Wire's hour-long episodes on HBO with no commercials, just full hour.
Yeah.
Hey man,
it's a mini-series.
If there's only one prediction I can make before we watch the first episode, I'm going to say I'm going to like this HBO show more than I like Entourage.
Ooh, yes.
I pray to God I like this better than Entourage.
What if this is like also produced by Mark Wahlberg? Flashes in the credits, and we're just like, God damn it.
If he walks into a scene, I'm walking out of this place.
So all right, well, with
my drink in my hand.
With that, I guess we're gonna go on to episode 1, take a look, watch it for 1 hour and 4 minutes, according to this, and we'll be back. And we are back from episode 1 of The Wire. Episode 1 is called The Target. Thoughts? Questions, concerns?
My immediate thought is that there's a lot going on, and I don't know that I grasped all of it.
I thought that too. I thought there was a lot going on.
Mm-hmm. I don't know after watching one episode who is going to be important to this show at all.
Mick Biggity? Is going to be?
McNulty.
McBigley.
Jimmy McNulty.
McBigley.
Detective Jimmy McNulty.
And like the only thing I know about the show for a fact is the name Stringer Bell.
Yeah.
So definitely going to be important.
Idris Elba.
Yeah. Who is Idris Elba? Who is awesome.
I did not know that he was in this. He's great.
That was another one of those things where I knew that Idris Elba was like a character named Stringer Bell, but I wasn't 100% sure whether or not it was in The Wire or The West Wing. I don't know why I don't know the two shows apart.
Now
but
you will know.
They're very different shows.
I assume. I've never seen
vastly different shows.
I've never seen The West Wing.
They're both dramas, I guess.
Yeah.
They take place pretty close to each other.
I mean, The West Wing's a president like kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
It
basically revolves around the White House in the West Wing.
It all comes together.
And Sheen as president.
Charlie?
Which one? Martin.
Charlie.
Not Charlie. That'd be a whole different show.
President's full of tiger blood.
God.
Oh no. Well, I mean, so basic recap of the episode is there was a murder right away.
Oh yeah.
And then there was a trial.
Snot.
Yeah, Snot got killed.
Yeah.
Snot's dead.
That was the only name I knew in the show for about 20 minutes.
But that's not the murder that the trial was on, right?
No, I don't think.
I thought so.
Because Snot was like dead in the street, but like when they were talking about the guy get shot, it was like in like the lobby, right?
Yeah, I kind of got that the whole intro of that was just a separate. This is how things are in Baltimore, in this area.
I think like Snot died in like a dice game, right? Or like he was just saying like
Snot died from a game of dice.
Yeah, right.
The cop was saying like, why did you even like let him play dice if he's just gonna steal money? And the guy's just like, this is America.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't quite
whole
that
different
accent,
situation.
Yeah, I don't think the guy was like,
Hashtag
America.
Hashtag
Threw up a hashtag in 2002. Way ahead of its time. Yeah, okay.
But, okay, well, there was a trial for a murder, at least.
Yeah, immediately after the intro.
And then the guy on trial, was his name D? Well, I think his name was D'Angelo.
Barksdale was his last name. The guy on trial?
According to what I'm reading on the screen, it says, meanwhile, Avon's nephew D'Angelo is fresh. So they called him D. And so I didn't realize his name was D'Angelo.
And he's a Barksdale
D.
Who's a nephew of a drug lord.
Probably.
Yeah, that's the guy that kissed him on the forehead, I'm pretty sure, right?
So, like the guy with your family?
In
that
the strip
guy?
club? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
D likes turtlenecks. That's how I keep track of him.
D is rocking those turtlenecks.
And he's one of 2 characters in The Walking Dead?
Yeah,
3?
yeah.
2?
At least 2. At least 2. He was one of them, and then one of the cops. One of the cops was the priest guy from The Walking Dead.
One of the drug, beat cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever caught his name.
I didn't.
But then, so D got off. He got not guiltied.
Because the witness turned. The witness, Stringer Bell made some sort of eyes at the witness, and the witness was like, nope, dude's not in here. There's a different guy.
You snitch.
My whole family's gonna die.
Stitch.
You get stitched.
Lilo and Stitched.
If you snitch, you get Lilo and Stitched.
You have to watch Disney movies.
You're just forced to watch Disney movies.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but that's what happens at the end of this episode, right?
Oh yeah, well, so at the very end, the guy that snitched in the courtroom ended up dead.
Yeah.
And D saw that he was dead, and I feel like he's having a moral quandary.
Yeah, he looked like he had some issues.
He's
he's not a fighter.
He got out of his conviction, but then he gets demoted within the drug ring that Stringer Bell.
Yeah, he's got to go down to the pit.
Idris Elba.
He used to have a tower.
Running.
He was on the tower, but now
he's running the towers.
Yeah,
whatever that means. But he's been lowered, and now he's on just a vendetta to murder people who I don't know. I really honestly thought so. I couldn't tell if he was going to be a throwaway character or not. At the beginning, it seemed like
I thought he was just going to be a
dummy.
whatever, but
this is dummy.
It sounds like he is going to be important to the show,
just
at least for a little bit.
Ruining stuff.
Yeah, at least for here and now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But kind of just in the middle, really, what happened was it all was around. It was the story of D, just being in the pits and just kind of just being drug dude. Being in charge of the shitty drug people.
Getting to know his new coworkers and figuring out his new surroundings.
Navigating.
I mean, you gotta find out where the water cooler is in the pits.
There's some HR training.
Yeah. They had it, because they had to write somebody up, you know? Yeah, that guy that tried to...
He's trying to get
the kid who got...
Yeah, the guy that brought fake money to work, they had to write him up, kicking him in the face 1,000 times.
For drugs. Like you do.
Yeah. And then the other side of that, and then so with that kind of that side, Stringer Bell was introduced, and that's Idris Elba, who is the only person that I remembered or knew. I didn't remember. I've never seen the show, but he's great. He's gonna be a big character because he's the only person I know about, so he's got to be.
He's the only person they kept returning to. I feel like besides Detective Jimmy McNulty.
Yeah, Jimmy McNulty.
A couple other cop kind of things.
Detective McBiggity.
Yeah, but McNulty seems like the main. He's the protagonist here.
Yeah, and so that was the other half of the story. Was just essentially
crack shot detective.
They kept coming back to McNulty, and he's trying to figure stuff out,
but he's in trouble.
Well, you talk to a judge.
I wrote down somewhere the major is not a fan of Jimmy. Right at the beginning, he has to go see the old major dude, and he's just giving him a lot of middle fingers and swearing a whole lot.
There's a lot of fingers.
That was one of the first scenes.
Double middle fingers.
Part of me was wondering whether that was supposed to be funny.
I had a great time.
I laughed
during that.
I don't know. Maybe
I lolled.
Yeah, I lolled.
But there was a lot of that. Then it was because he talked to the judge after this case where D gets let off, and then all kinds of shit comes from that, and so he's like in trouble, like, and he gets like demoted to, what is he demoted to even now? He's like
Pit Lord.
He's gonna go check out the no Jimmy McNulty.
Oh, I don't know.
He's like a detective, and they put him on like detail instead of like.
Yeah, he had to go write up a report on a typewriter.
He's
got to use bullets. Which I don't know if there's any auto formatting on a typewriter.
They called him use dots. He used dots. And I was like, I knew what a bullet point was in 2002.
Yeah, but this is Baltimore, man. This is
Baltimore didn't hear bullet points till 2003.
Well, the government gets things a little slower too. They're probably still running on like Windows 97 right now.
I kind of feel like currently, at least in the first episode, like the cop story, at least to me, is like second to the gang story.
Yeah, I was definitely much more interested in the pit stuff with the drugs than what's going on with the cops.
Yeah, I was too. I was like,
yeah,
way more into that.
Yeah.
But then it picked up a little bit at the end because one of the cops, the lady cop, I don't remember what her name was, one of the druggy guys, the drug guy's friend who got beat up, was like, I got something for you. So like that's kind of like, obviously they're just going to go with that lead.
Yeah, that was a fun little tie-in at the end. Like he's related. This heroin addict we've been seeing is related to the cop.
So yeah, there's like kind of like three like fronts in the show. Like right now, it's like the beat cop people that were like running around, like actually like doing surveillance and trying to do it. There was like the McNulty part, his like kind of story, and then there's like the like gang part. That's what I gathered.
Yeah.
So
I follow that.
Does anyone have any like random things or thoughts that they saw throughout? Joe, you got something on your head right now.
I was just trying to think about, like, seeing this, am I interested to watch more of The Wire? And I don't know if it was just, like, super hyped up for me, but, like, after seeing this first one, I'm just like, it's just kind of okay. Like I'm very much more intrigued with, like, the gang world stuff. The cop stuff didn't intrigue me as much. Like, it's hour-long episodes, too, so I feel like I gotta, like, really invest in it.
Hour-long is a lot harder these days for us, though. Because, like, we're used to, like, hour-long episodes, quote-unquote, is, like, a 42-minute episode straight through for us. So
I just wonder if there's, like, maybe it's, like, a time difference from when this show started in 2002, where it's kind of like, well, it's HBO, you're gonna watch it, as opposed to, like, now, where it's, like, there's so much stuff, and there's so much stuff on HBO itself that's like,
it's true. The
first episode has to have something like crazy go on, and like, I guess we did see like a witness die, but I feel like if this was like now, like we would see like one of those main characters die, or like something like
that's true. Bigger. Someone probably would have died already by now.
Like the only thing they did with like Jimmy McNulty was like right towards the end, like when him and his like cop friend are sitting in the bar at the end of the day, and they like bring up that he's going through a divorce, and like he has this kid that he needs visitation from, you, like to try to. That was the only thing that really started to grab you at his character at all. He's kind of
and like maybe more happens with the Snot murder from the beginning, but like I was kind of expecting there to be like an overarching mystery that they like at least open up in this first episode and say like, better watch the rest of the season to find out what happens to Snot or who killed Snot. But like it was just sort of like, here's the world. You want to come hang out in it? Whatever.
People die.
Well, I think
no big deal.
The storyline that it's like, do you want to keep knowing what's going on? Is like right now the big storyline is like, do you want to know like, what does D'Angelo do next?
Yeah.
That's his. That's like kind of what it ended. That's the cliffhanger it ended on.
Yeah.
Which I'm curious. Part of me was like, maybe he's gonna become a cop.
I have thoughts in my predictions. I have things about
are we
that.
there yet?
I don't. I don't have. I have just fun like '90s things that I saw.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, like early 2000s, late '90s stuff. Number one, or like just like they were at one of the. There was a murder like in the middle too. They were at a crime scene. It was just I think a random murder or whatever. But like the cop was just smoking a cigar at the crime scene.
Oh yeah,
He's just like, ugh. And he had
no
like
disregard.
and he had like another one for McNulty. He was like, "Do you want to smoke too?"
Yeah. And earlier at another like bust that no one had gloves at all.
God.
They're touching everything.
Yes.
Pulling guns out of a car.
Why would you? Yeah, oh my god, terrible cops.
Yeah.
Like they just grabbed like a shotgun out of the car
Would
and
not
just
fly in like the NCISs.
I don't know.
Of the
I
world
feel like
today.
kind of the idea behind that is just like no one's gonna fuck with the cops anyway, so like it doesn't
It is
matter.
Baltimore after all.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man.
I'm
It's
sure
pretty,
it's
it's
still
pretty
true.
gang heavy.
What else you got?
I mean, that was big. Like a lot of there's 2 Walking Dead actors, but my other one was one of the beat cop guys was like, she was like, I gotta type all this on this stupid typewriter, and then the guy was like, well, we were supposed to get these computers they
Oh, yeah.
promised to train us on.
The guy who looks like Sean Astin.
Yeah, you think some guy looks like Sean Astin?
In most shows, there's a Sean Astin.
I feel like some guy looks like a really chubby Rudy in this.
Yeah, they're gonna hop on America Online and do some cop work.
Yeah, I did love that. I loved how the show's called The Wire, and we didn't see any wiring of anything until like 3/4 of the way through the show. that really hit me when that came. Oh, also, I did know one other person, the lawyer of D, right? The
lady
was
the
she's
old dude, the white dude.
His lawyer, yeah, he is the doctor in Luke Cage. If you've seen Luke Cage, who turns him Dr.
Oh, really?
Something Steen, that it's now escaping me. Yeah, and he
Weinstein.
Sure. That they come
Dr.
back
Dr.
to.
Steen.
He's been
Goldstein.
shot when he's been like shot by crazy bullets. They come back to, and he's gotta they gotta figure out. Anyway, he's great.
Just thinking back to the because you said we didn't see any wiretapping except for the credits, like the pre-credits scene that we saw where they
Pretty heavy on just
there's a
showing
lot of like
phones.
montage of wiretapping stuff, and like it was just very
Old.
early 2000s. Like it reminded
Old
me
tech.
of that remember on like DVDs or
I've
no,
heard
it was
of those.
DVDs, right?
I've heard
You guys
of
remember
those.
DVDs?
I've heard of
Laserdiscs.
DVDs.
Where like before the movie, it shows like this trailer that's like, you wouldn't steal a car, you wouldn't rob a
yeah,
house,
yeah.
so don't like pirate a movie. Like the editing like reminded me of
Well,
that.
it's the same. It's the exact same thing, Joe.
Yeah, duh.
It's the exact same thing.
You wouldn't strangle a baby, so
You would.
all crimes are the same.
You wouldn't feed a dog chocolate. You
That's cruel.
then don't steal the wire. You're right. I
Wiretap your friends. Like the Russians.
I do remember because there was at one point they were like something like, oh, maybe we should like do we could wiretap, and then one of the guys was like, we don't. That's stupid, and I was like, it's called the wire.
Yeah. We don't do that here. You go beat him up. The only other thing I thought about like the period was that the girl cop ended up being a lesbian, which
Is
I
that
thought,
true? Was she actually?
Yeah, I think maybe you walked out for a second when she kissed.
Oh,
They
I didn't see them
kissed.
kiss.
Oh, I didn't see.
You guys didn't see
No.
the kiss?
We don't believe you.
Joe blocked his eyes
No, Jimmy just
during
imagined
the
this.
kiss. No,
Jimmy, we
I
don't.
can't believe you guys didn't see
Two
because
people didn't see it.
It really
so you
struck me
made this
because I'm
up.
thinking minority lesbians in a 2002 show.
2 out of 3 don't believe.
Oh, okay. we gotta
They're just
stop this
roommates.
podcast and go
They're
back
just
and
roommates,
watch
okay?
the whole thing over.
Speaking of that, though, this like if you're playing along at home, this episode might come with a not safe for work tag because we saw one boobie,
One boob,
single boobie.
not a set.
No,
One
that'd
half
been too
of a
much.
set.
That'd have been too much for Joe.
There's a lot of setup, so you can fast forward through it if you want, if you see it coming. But yeah,
Joe, did you hate it because there was sexuality in the show?
I need to like refine that like thought. It's like it's like I don't hate like nudity or like sex specifically in movies. I hate like if it's an action movie and we need to take a detour because the main two characters are like of opposite gender, so they need to fuck.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, like it's not believable.
That's
It's
like
fuck, right?
is intermission. Is all that is.
Just like Jimmy was wrong that there was a lesbian cop in this episode,
Oh,
you
come
are
on.
wrong about taking
At
detours
this point,
for
listeners
sex.
will have like paused the intro, right, and watched this, so they'll be all like, "You two are idiots. We all
They
saw these
totally
ladies kiss. It was kind of nice."
I mean, I bet it was nice
Nice.
if it would have happened.
Oh, you. Oh, God.
Well, let's move to predictions.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm
Let's
ready.
move to predictions.
I got some explosive predictions.
Oh, well, I guess that means that you go first.
Prediction 1: there's a bomb. I'm just kidding.
It was diarrhea.
I wrote
Question.
I wrote this one in all caps. Wait, what's your question?
You didn't write octopus monster this
No.
week, did you?
Oh, come on.
No, I mean, I didn't, but this is gonna be the one
I think
time.
the show ends on a radio
I hope
show.
there's an octopus in a tank.
Like at this time, I didn't
fish
write it
tank, yeah.
down. God damn it!
I think Jimmy McNulty was listening, and he says, over a wiretap, "I was listening." Seattle, Baltimore.
I was.
All right, Joe.
I have in all
Get it?
caps.
Because it's the wire.
All caps, the mayor, because I think somehow by the finale, like the mayor is involved in this, and like it goes all the way. The corruption goes all the way to the top, and the mayor is in on like
okay.
running the drug ring or something like that.
Oh, so you think the mayor is going to be like
It's
dirty?
going to be dirty.
Yeah,
I immediately
or at least
imagined-
involved, like maybe not dirty, like he's running the drug ring, but maybe like he's just trying to convict somebody who is innocent just to get like a good win for tough on crime. You know what I mean?
Okay.
When you said mayor and corruption, I immediately thought of Christopher Walken in the Batman Returns.
The Batman Returns.
Batman
It's
Returns.
Just Batman Returns.
Whichever the
Oh,
movie.
okay.
He
Batman
is,
Returns,
He
and
is
he's
the
like-
Batman, but he only returns without the.
I was thinking Batman Forever for some reason. I don't remember.
Incredible.
I don't remember Returns
come on.
as
I know
well.
what you're talking about. I gotcha.
Thank you.
Okay.
Number 2.
Me still?
Yeah, man. Let's roll through yours.
Jimmy McNulty is dead or gone.
Ooh, McNult's
Oh
dead.
wow.
Yeah, he
That's bold.
he is too. He's too prominent and vanilla to like be a guy that survives. I feel like they got him to like get people into the show, and then after that they're gonna be like, all right, he's out. Like you're stuck with us. It's The Wire.
I want to interject I want to interject one of my ones.
Okay.
Because it's a McNulty guess,
Okay.
but it's way better than yours. My McNulty guess is McNulty doesn't wear a tie in the last episode,
Wow. Just pulling anything out at this
but
point.
he still talks
Just
to
reaching.
judges.
So
Just reaching for anything.
talks to whoever
Wait,
he
is
wants
that
to
all
talk to.
one?
The judge one was just kind of like a side note that I just kind of like. It's a personal bet for me.
Okay. All right.
I think he's got a personal judge friends. That's not my prediction. That's just a personal bet.
I think we won't even know if he wears a tie or not.
I think McNulty's like a plain. I think he's plain clothes essentially. Everyone's wearing like suits and stuff. I
Yeah.
think he's like
Okay.
he's so over the shit. He's not wearing suits anymore.
Okay.
So that's one of mine.
I have a McNulty.
Okay.
If we're doing
Okay.
Yeah, do it.
McNultys, my McNulty is that this daughter that they spoke of for all of 2 seconds, that she is now in the picture and like a main character, like that he's got to deal with.
Oh, so
Okay.
McNulty's daughter is within the.
Yeah, that maybe she's like a teen now, and he like got rights to having her. What is that?
Yeah.
What? Like
Custody.
Right.
Thank you, custody.
He got the draft rights to
He
his
got the
daughter.
copyrights.
The trademark.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be a thing. I think she's gonna be like a Gilmore Girl type scenario.
Like she's gonna
Throwing
talk
a
super
wrench in.
fast and
It's
like,
probably teen girls talk pretty quickly.
she's
right?
super witty, like a lot of references that like
I bet
Jimmy
she'll be
doesn't
kind of
even
funny.
understand.
He's Irish. I
Okay,
think he'd be kind of quick witted, maybe kind of brash. I don't know.
Jim.
Jam, McNult.
McNulty.
You got one more?
Yeah,
Joe?
my last one is that Stringer Bell, it turns out, is an undercover cop.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I have a not that kind of Stringer Bell.
Okay, because I think there's going to be a lot of that where it turns out like this criminal this criminal is actually an undercover cop, and this cop is actually like working with the criminals. Like I think there's gonna be a lot of overlap. Like
that's a deep undercover.
When you're staring down the barrel of a gun, like what does it matter, right?
Yeah, man.
I think it's from The Departed.
Yeah, I think it is.
That is a good
totally
film.
is.
I enjoyed that.
Well, I'm gonna piggyback on that then, because I have I have 2 predictions. With that kind of going. My first one is like the last episode revolves around a trial.
Okay.
So that's just kind of the overarching
That's where your
theme.
judges come from.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's when
Makes
McNulty's
sense.
like hanging out with all his friends,
Yeah.
not wearing a tie, talking to judges.
It all is making sense now. Okay.
But so the last episode revolves around a court case or a trial,
God, I hope
And-
they're on like a spaceship.
and then God, no,
Stuck in space.
they're,
End time.
they're fucking SG2. And then the Stringer Bell part is Stringer Bell is the one on trial.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's 2 different ones. So there's a trial, and then Stringer Bell is on trial.
Okay.
A lot of our predictions are very
You
like
if one
against
person gets
each
a
other,
point,
yeah.
the other
Yeah,
person gets 0.
no. Oh, there's plenty of middle ground where none of us can score points, I think. But
My Stringer Bell, my Idris Elba is that he has just now maybe risen in the ranks. It kind of sounds like he's maybe like number 2 dog or maybe number 3 dog in this gang scenario.
Mm.
And that now he's like kind of kingpin status where he's like he's kind of been cornered maybe by had a lot of heat on him, so he's had to like be like I'm a legitimate like business owner, but really like he's this big where he's like risen to the top now.
yeah. There's got to be a name for that dog, right?
Kingpin.
Kingpin dog,
Kingpin dog.
number 1 dog.
Yeah,
What's the guy from Daredevil?
the Kingpin.
Yeah, but he has a name. Anyway,
Wilson Fisk.
Wilson Fisk, Stringer Fisk Bell. My other, my dumb one is that I just hope that the like 2000 tech opening again is the same because I was trying to think of like how much did tech really change?
Oh,
from
you
that
mean
in
like you hope the
2007?
first thing on like the intro sequence is that flip phone again?
Like these like flip phones and just like fax machines and typewriters.
So are you just saying
People are using payphones.
Are you just saying you hope that the intro never changes?
I hope the intro never changes, and I think I was just trying to think of like in 2007,
7 probably, yeah. 5 seasons,
6 or
2007.
7. How much did tech change? At least maybe in West End, Baltimore. I don't know. And then my last one is that I think Barksdale. I think he's dead. I think he's got himself killed.
He's dead or gone.
Early on, I feel like.
We kind of have to go with dead or gone sometimes because we don't really know. So I think dead and or gone. I have one final one that I had, which is kind of with your intro one, Jimmy. And my one is number 4. It just says they used the internet in the last episode.
Ooh. Well, 2007, so like
Al Gore's come along and
I
saved
mean,
the
there's
day.
like full-on internet in 2000. Like YouTube exists in 2007,
Yeah.
right? But like,
Yeah.
They at least watch cat videos. or
McNulty
something,
has
right?
has a MySpace at this point.
Yeah. So, all right, we
well,
got.
because like that happens in you seen True Detective?
Yeah.
So like the first like 9 episodes are, like in the 90s, so they're doing like detective work, or they have to like go to the library to look shit up and like knock on people's doors, and then the last episode it skips forward into like present day, and like once they get a clue, they just like go to Google, get the guy's address, and just like show up at his house and arrest him.
They something it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks for ruining that for me, Joe.
Twist. They use the internet, and it's a lot easier to solve crimes.
Fun fact, if you use the internet, everything's easier. So, alright, well, we got our predictions in. I think we're ready, and we'll see you guys after the last episode of The Wire.
Let's ruin this show.
Right.
Don't hate us forever. Okay, we are back after watching the last episode of The Wire. Joe.
The mayor. The first thing we get in the show is the mayor.
Oh, man.
Talking about some sort of cover-up. He was in some sort of shiesty business. I know it. Because he's trying to get elected governor.
So you know.
But
I knew it.
And he does get elected governor.
Yeah.
Right.
He's
Find out via
mayor.
5-minute long montage at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I could give that one to you.
Yeah, that's a solid point, if ever there was one.
That was the first thing right away is you got the mayor.
Oh,
Does anyone want to give a rundown of what happened?
gosh.
Here's the thing. A lot happened.
So
and
much.
we don't really understand. I don't really understand. There's a lot more cop stuff in this one. McNulty's still there, and the primary cop
A
characters,
lot of those original cops.
Yeah. The primary cop characters, including the mayor and Daniels, who's about to be promoted to commissioner, are concerned with some hobo serial killer who maybe doesn't exist, and they maybe...
I think it's a serial killer of hobos.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. It's a serial killer who's killing hobos who either maybe doesn't exist or there was something not quite right about how the cops handled it that they could all get in trouble.
Yeah, the big conspiracy was, number one, it seems like every cop involved is shady in some aspect.
Including McNulty.
Oh, for sure. And then there's a serial killer, but then they were like, but he's not. Some of them were copycats, and some of them were like set up to look like it was the same guy after they died. And so
I kind of get the feeling that not that the cops like killed some hobos, but that like they just tied some like hobo deaths together to make it seem like there's a serial killer in Baltimore that they could pin on someone, and then that would give the mayor and the police commissioner, the new police commissioner, a win.
Yeah, to make a run at the governor.
That's what I gathered, but there was so much going on and so many people we'd never seen before, and they're talking about things that we don't know, that like this is the worst way to watch TV.
Yeah, it was.
wait,
It was very incoherent.
are you starting to 5 episodes in?
I started believing that tagline.
Do you think this is a bad idea? Do you want to stop first and last?
I'm just gonna start to do first and middle and last. First in Wikipedia, the middle and then the last.
So we saw a lot of Copland. We had the gang world. We also had at the beginning about 5 seconds of a middle school or something, a high school, and the teacher and some kids that looked like maybe they were reoccurring, and you didn't see them again, and any of them again until the end.
Yeah, the teacher gave the kids some money.
The horse.
That must have been a plot line in previous...
He took it to a guy, and they got on a horse.
That was the best.
Not sure whatever happened with that, except for at the end, he's tying on and shooting up, and the horse is eating hay. It's great.
I mean, it's working out for the horse, it seems.
And then there's a whole other like subplot now that I don't think at all was in the first episode of the whole the newspaper, the Baltimore Sun, and all their like press people.
Yeah, that's a new side story of like the newspaper
going on.
Seemed like a big deal for the show because there's a lot of characters.
Mm-hmm. You come back to that a lot.
But like that lawyer is still like representing like the gangs.
Yeah, the Luke Cage guy lawyer.
Yeah,
Bernstein. Possibly a Daniels. We're not sure.
Daniels and Bernstein. Yeah, for a while I didn't realize that Daniels was the fringe guy.
Yeah,
the officer.
I looked up if he's in 3 different Law and Orders as 3 different characters. Pretty amazing. And a CSI Miami.
It's pretty solid.
Do Law and Orders not have like they're not in the same universe?
I assumed they were, but
I kind of assumed all Law and Orders were in the same universe.
He plays the same character in everything I've ever seen him in. He's the straight-laced, no-nonsense cop guy.
That's what he is in Fringe, and that's what I know him from.
There it is.
He's like Bartol.
So how could he be for... Anyway.
I don't know. I just assumed...
Bartol?
Daniels.
Yeah. That's right. I don't know what his name is in Fringe. I think it's a B name though. He's like the kingpin, the guy in charge of the Fringe department or something like that.
And
he's in charge of Joshua Jackson.
What's the actor's name? Riddick something?
Lance Riddick. Lance Chronicles of Riddick. A
mainstay of the 2000s crime scene.
Apparently. Fake. I mean, so really, yeah, like the big whole conspiracy was serial killer, and then there was like the side thing with the mob lawyer and some other lady lawyer, and they were like, everyone was doing illegal things. Everyone in the show was doing something slightly illegal.
Yeah, not quite right.
Yeah. And then in the end, there was just a really long montage about like how terrible Baltimore is, or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, like McNulty like faded away into like his mind and just thought about how awful the streets of Baltimore were.
I think that's the moral of the show.
The moral of the show: Baltimore's
Don't go
awful?
to Baltimore.
I've never been to Baltimore,
Never
but
been.
I don't know.
Between this and just what I've seen in the news, they just feel like just stay away.
They got wires, man, everywhere.
Yeah, they're gonna be wired.
They talked. Hey, I didn't see a wire, but I heard them say the word wire at least a couple times.
For
yeah,
sure.
lady lawyer, like you just said, she just like basically admitted to a bunch of illegal phone
Yeah, there's a lot
wiretaps,
of
and that's
tapes being passed around, and yeah.
I mean, I feel like the biggest thing that hit me this episode was that Method Man died.
Method Man was introduced to us.
Super charismatic, and then he gets shot.
Seconds later.
He showed mercy.
I'm sure he was in the show for a while.
You know, I'm not so sure. I can kind of see him just like showing up.
Also,
for the last
his name
episode.
was Cheese.
They said his name earlier in the episode.
Yeah.
As if he was somebody they...
My note on him was Method Man -Cheese -dead. Because that's as far as I got.
Because when he died, they didn't really give him much of a moment, so that made him think that he was kind of inconsequential.
He was twitching on the ground.
Yeah, but
they made sure you saw that.
Like,
for
no
a while.
one was like, oh shit, Cheese is dead. People were just like, the fuck did you do that for?
Yeah, right. That's a good point.
Now we all gotta leave this place.
That's a good point.
Man, you killed Cheese.
One other side thing in the plot was so in the first episode we talked about the druggies who then like the one guy gets beat and then the other guy goes and it ends up being the cop's like brother or something.
Yeah.
And he's still in this episode and now he's like clean and like selling the Sun newspaper, and he's like being written in
that guy was her brother?
That's the brother from the first episode.
I didn't know that was
Bubbles
her brother.
Was the same.
That was her brother.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I didn't put any of that together.
I didn't put that together at all.
Maybe I made that up. But they had a relationship.
His name's definitely Bubbles.
I just thought it was a
Well, it was a relative because she was like haven't heard from you in a while.
I just thought that was like cop banter for like, hey, yo, I haven't arrested you in a while. Like, haven't heard from you in a while. I thought that was just clever.
I thought it was like I thought it was more like a you haven't been coming around like family kind of thing. That's what I got from the first episode.
I didn't get that at all. I thought it was.
I'm gonna look it up.
He didn't get arrested enough.
I'm just gonna look at last names. That's as far as I'm gonna go.
That's fun. No, I like that. I like that ambiguity. Got that word out.
Ambiguity.
And then Holly from The Office is McNulty's wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Which is probably funny because I bet when she was on The Office, a lot of people said, holy shit, McNulty's wife.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, like
Maybe.
Idris Elba was on The Office for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And I bet they said, holy shit, Stringer Bell.
Gang stuff.
I'm not 100% sure.
The gang stuff
Potentially
is the
our recording stopped. But we'll just keep going and we'll edit in. So apologies.
Should we glaze over the things that we just did in case? Or?
Yeah, I could look at it. I just didn't think it was I don't know what happened. My computer went crazy for a second there.
I think just out of that, basically, the first half felt like the Siri. Edit that out too.
No, I'm giving that one.
The first half of this hour and a half long episode felt like the season finale, and then the second half felt like the series finale, where they wrapped up all the the murderer.
That's a way better succinct way of saying it than what you said last time.
Yeah, the first half was the serial killer storyline wrap up. It seems like I would guess that was like a big deal in season 5, and then the rest of it was just like, let's just like wind these characters down and show what they're up to next or whatever.
Agreed.
I got the feeling that like season 5 was like a lot of like with the serial killer stuff of like McNulty kind of like he somehow apparently made up this like something about or lied at least something about the serial killer thing, but like throughout this whole season he was like this crack shot detective that was like supposed to be like amazing, like Bones. I don't know.
He was essentially the precursor to Bones.
Also, he was in 300, the movie.
McNulty was?
Yeah, McNulty is Theron.
Oh, he's jacked as hell.
Yeah, he's huge.
Holy crap!
And like that's would have definitely been during this, I believe.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, when he was plain clothes. When he finally took off his 45 ties.
Oh man, he wore so many ties.
When he finally took all those off, he looked fine.
Listeners, as you watched,
oh
minus Josh a point for every tie you saw.
Oh my god, I was so mad. I couldn't be more mad about how many ties I saw.
Yeah. I was kind of disappointed in like the lack of like gang world stuff we got. Like there was so much of that in like the first episode. And then this last one is more of just like cop stuff.
Yeah, which is not as fun.
Except for like the Method Man stuff, I guess. But yeah, it just wasn't as fun.
Well, I mean, with what we thought, a lot of us definitely thought like Stringer Bell. All of us thought he was going to still be around.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes to show that like obviously the like intent of the show was to be more about the cops and not like be a duality between cops and like the gangs, but not be specifically about like certain people in the gangs.
Sure. Maybe
like it is like it is
bit.
definitely about like certain people with the cops. So
so we'll never know if Stringer Bell was an undercover cop or not.
I'll never know.
I'm never gonna know.
There's no way to tell.
The internet machine still doesn't exist. There's no possible way for us to look at it.
They never looked at anything up on the internet.
Oh god, man, I'm a 0 for 4 for sure. But do we have any more thoughts about this before we mourn the death of Method Man? I mean, go to predictions.
Yeah,
I don't think I have any more stray thoughts.
I mean, it was like a.
Oh, I did have one.
Okay.
Is that just that we didn't? I don't think we mentioned the mayor is Littlefinger.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Irish actor.
Once again, probably people started watching Game of Thrones went, holy shit, it's the mayor from The Wire.
Wait, when did Game of Thrones start?
I mean, it's on season. Was it 7 or 6? It was 7 that just happened.
So
it happened. It happened about Game of Thrones
after.
started about 2 to 2.5 years after The Wire
They would have seen
ended.
Littlefinger and said,
So,
"Oh my God, it's Mayor Daniels."
Yeah.
What's his name?
Man, is that Mayor Daniels?
Everybody's Daniels.
Yeah. I just like the idea of like watching shows like The Office and like movies like Idris Elba was in and that kind of stuff, and like thinking like, or like when you saw that one guy, you were like, it's Gale.
Yeah. He was the head of the newspaper thing.
Yeah, like head editor maybe.
And Gale's a guy from like a meth guy from Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's a minor character in one of the seasons, but it's just Joe just watched a bunch of Breaking Bad.
Went through Breaking Bad again, so it was fun to see Gale.
Oh, was this the second time you watched Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I'd seen it before.
Oh, okay. I thought you like crushed it once and like super fast.
Oh.
But that was funny because that was the first thing you said when you saw that guy. You were like, "It's Gale."
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but probably someone watched Breaking Bad and thought that's I don't know what his name was in this show.
That's
Daniels.
Yeah, Chief of News Daniels.
Pretty much everybody that we didn't know what the name was in this episode became Daniels.
Everyone kept talking about Daniels while that character wasn't in the room. They're talking about someone named Daniels. You never knew who it was until he read it on his badge.
Right.
And it was Riddick.
Yeah. So why don't we skip to predictions?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And let's see. We'll start with Joe here, who I feel like probably scored the most points and had the least amount of predictions. Joe's prediction number 1 was the mayor.
The mayor.
He was involved.
He was very involved.
Very involved.
It goes all the way to the top.
Probably
guys.
shady.
Yeah,
Because
well, he had that like weird dude
Daniels
that was always
didn't like him.
He had that guy that was like the mayor assistant or whoever, and he was just like, "If you do this for us, the mayor will remember it later."
Right.
Like
Playing
that kept
favors.
happening. So I mean, yeah, he was playing.
When he's governor.
He's playing some games. So 1 point for Joe. McNulty is dead or gone. Very wrong.
He's very much alive.
Yeah, you were wrong on
They
that.
did hold a funeral for him, so
That's true.
It was like a cop.
cop-
It was like a job
cop,
funeral.
like
yeah,
traditional,
they held a
like
cop funeral for him.
cop end of
you can't get
his
points on
career.
that. You're nuts.
McNulty, like, is retired kind of a thing.
Stringer Bell is an undercover cop.
Inconclusive.
Inconclusive. 0 points.
0 points. Yeah.
0. All of mine were wrong, and some of them were very wrong. Last episode is mainly in the court. I don't think they even said the word court, nor were in a courtroom.
We saw some judges.
There was a judge and there was attorneys.
Some lawyers.
Yeah, for sure, but no courts. Stringer Bell is on trial. He was not there at all, so I was wrong on that too. And McNulty doesn't wear a tie.
Once at the end, he got, like, tossed down to whatever position they were tossing him down to. He went tieless.
That was after he literally changed
About 100
6 ties. He had about
an
6
hour and 20 minutes in.
Yeah, he had about 6 different ties on this episode. I've never seen a man in one TV show wear that many different ties.
I think at one point he was wearing 2 at the same time, just like doubling up.
It was
That was the style I remember in, like, 2007.
Yeah, you were double
multiple ties. Yeah.
Double tie.
And then somehow they never once used the internet.
Yeah.
So I am a big old
just
0.
Just not a thing that they needed at that
I
point.
did not need the internet to convict.
Jeez.
It is awful. Jimmy.
I had McNulty's daughter, a main character. We did see Holly, wife Holly, whatever her name was.
I don't know what her name was.
Didn't hear it. They had a couple kids.
Yeah.
And they're playing, like, Sorry or something.
What we know out of that is we know that McNulty was playing a game of Boggle with 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't even know that those are his kids.
She was like a redhead.
And there was 2 of them that would seem about the same age, which seemed like it'd be weird if they had mentioned the daughter and not the son. You know what I mean?
They were
I could have
Maybe those are step kids.
They were ugly looking.
Maybe those
kids.
are like Holly's kids.
Sure.
They were babysitting those kids.
Okay.
It's just their weekly like trouble league. Like they just have those kids over to play trouble, but like they don't know them.
They're just
like,
neighbor kids.
Yeah.
It's like they don't play bridge yet.
Yeah.
They're in trouble with the kids.
They don't play cribbage, they play trouble.
Stringer Bell is the kingpin, Jimmy?
Yeah, dead. Obviously, we don't know that happened.
Well, he definitely wasn't currently.
Not
Barksdale,
anymore,
or Barksdale, or whatever, D, didn't have any of him. I said he was dead.
Yeah.
Dead
Well,
slash
he's
gone.
Dead slash gone. You
He's
were
gone.
right. He was dead or gone.
He is / gone.
Yeah, he's definitely
So give
slash
me
gone.
that.
Yeah, you got that for sure. The intro changed.
Intro changed. I was racking my brain in the first episode, like how much did technology really change in that time? And it really didn't change that much, but it changed enough. The intro had no flip phones whatsoever.
They did.
Definitely outdated technology within it, for sure.
I mean, it was still a funny, crappy technological like landscape in the beginning,
Well,
like
I feel
intro.
I feel like drug dealers still use flip phones in like 2017. So like,
Well,
Right.
I mean,
Burners.
yeah, burner man.
Yeah, it's true.
This is true. Okay, so I officially did the complete worst for that. So that was on me. And now, really, do you guys want to keep watching the show?
I feel like my opinion hasn't changed where
What was your opinion?
well, my thought before was that it's like I've heard such great things about this show and that I should totally watch it, but I just have no like urge to start. Like it's just sort of like, I mean, when I get to it. And now, like, my opinion's still kind of the same. Like, it seemed like there's a lot of potential from the first episode. It seems like there's a lot going on in the last episode, even if there was less, like, gang world stuff. But, like, a lot could have happened in the middle. So I'm not necessarily, like, turned off to it. But I also, from the first episode, wasn't like, yeah, I'm in now.
Wire fans are going to be so pissed at that. So pissed. I hope no one's driving while listening to this
I'm sure I'll watch it all the way through someday, but for now,
got lie to him.
Frasier to get through. I'll probably do Breaking Bad again.
30 Rock's coming off of Netflix soon. Got to power through
really?
that.
Wow.
Just read that.
I didn't know that.
I think I'm with Joe. I can't see myself sitting down for another hour-long episode. It felt like there was so many characters, but like, and there was a ton of dialogue. So I felt like if I missed something, I'm like, I don't know, which is because they move on so quick between like scenes and between characters, and it felt just like a means to an end. It was like shitty Game of Thrones, where it's like we've got a lot going on, but not because it's really cool, but just because it's like, whoa, what are we gonna do next to keep up with all these characters?
Yeah, I think this is like a seasonal show in a way of like in Minnesota. Don't die on me. Just making sure the computer is still living because it's a jerk. But I think it's like a seasonal show, as in like we're in Minnesota, so it's gonna get super cold in 2 months. And so, like, in the middle of, like, January or February, I could see myself being like, well, I never want to ever go outside, so I could spend 2 weeks destroying the show.
Time to watch The Wire.
But, like, while it's still, like, nice out and, like, the thought of sitting down and watching, like, a very serious show, like, doesn't, like, appease me.
Yeah.
Like, right now. So maybe this is, like, honestly just, like, a bad time to watch. But, like, so I don't think it was bad. And I don't think any of us... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think any of us like thought it was bad. Like, this was in an Entourage. This is a good show.
Sure.
Right.
Apologies to the Entourage fans.
That's right. But it ain't no Frasier.
Oh no.
Frasier was mind blowing, and
they're different. Yeah. They're different beasts. They really are. But like, yeah. So I could see myself like come this winter. Definitely going, man, I remember that. I want to get back into that. It's also on HBO, so it's, like, hard to get to in a way. Like, you know, I mean, everyone knows somebody essentially nowadays that has, like, a login to one of the things so you can get to it. But, like, sometimes when it's, like, the Netflix is already, like, on my computer, but then I have to do the extra login. I'm like, I guess I could just rewatch Breaking Bad with Joe.
Yeah.
So
a thought I had for like what I think this show is about, based on like that last montage, where they did like a montage at the end with a theme song of like the characters we'd seen, like what they're up to, but then after that it was just sort of like B-roll footage, and there was a couple like random just like shots of extras. Like, it clearly wasn't like characters. It was just like, here's Baltimore, and then the last final shot
maybe
is
not even like extras, just like literal
B-roll. And
half of those people watched that show and was like, oh shit, that's me. Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm in The Wire. I was about to say Entourage, and I was like, that's not the right show. And then the last shot is of the Baltimore skyline. So I feel like throughout the show, like, Baltimore is like a big deal, and like just like the feel of the city is almost like a character within itself. Or they just had a lot of B-roll to kill. But I feel like probably the first part.
I would definitely feel like this show is probably at least way like more interesting to anybody that actually has like an idea of what like the feel of Baltimore is. If this is accurate, or if this is maybe even completely inaccurate, just like have the feeling of that city is probably like a definite positive when you see this show.
Yeah.
But then so I mean, I think I can see myself coming back in the winter, but just like it's not a show for me when it's like it's too serious when it's nice outside. I don't. It's just, I don't know how to like make that make sense, but
I feel like there's probably like I'm sure there's like super awesome episodes and seasons and plot lines and stuff, but like even like what we watched, like Joe, I know you were like getting super into pilots. Like I feel like that pilot wasn't a huge like setup for, I don't know, like Watch Me Next Week necessarily, and like
well, it kind of
well, we said that
typical.
when we talked about the first part too, right? Where it was like if it was made today, that like someone would have died, but it was just sort of like in The Wire is sort of just like here's a little dip into this world, and if you want to come hang out here next week, like we'll be here.
Well, and like you said, like
maybe attention grabbing,
and like you said, the pilot at the end kind of says, you now know what's going on. This is kind of like the lead into the future of the show. And this pilot ended with like a lead into like a side, which made me feel like the show was going to lean equally into like the gang life and do that kind of stuff. And then at the end, it shows that maybe it was like dealing with the gang life, but that changed so much, whereas it stayed with the cop main characters the whole time.
Yeah.
And it didn't stay with the gang main characters the whole time. And I mean, you know, that could just be because, like, gang people die more than cops. And that's just how it is.
It's changing over more.
But, like, it was just kind of like that. That was kind of like a precedent that was set that didn't maybe follow through till the end. Because those characters, none of those characters in the gang for the beginning were there.
Yeah.
Right.
The only gang type guy that was there was the gang lawyer. Like, that was it. So,
right, that's true.
All in all, I'm intrigued. Just later.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just intrigued as I was before, where it's like the first and last didn't really do anything for me, but I've just like heard from people such rave reviews that I'm just like, all right, like I guess this is a thing I need to see eventually.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. With that, then, thank you for listening. And if you have any suggestions for us, you can get a hold of us in two places. On Twitter at FandLpodcast, and also email at FandLpodcast@gmail.com.
Tell us how mad you are.
Tell us how furious you are about this episode. All right, with that, guys, we will see you on the next episode of First and Last. Have a good one.